it's almost entirely an act of disobedience.
Oh, that's beautiful to hear. Fight the power.
There are there are established pathways to go through to be involved in musical activities. I mean, if you're going to be in instrumental music, you can follow the Australian Music Education Board's pathway examinations and become,
go to the con and follow
all of those things. And that, to be fair, that you have to demonstrate competence at a certain level, a certain standard, and go through the process and come out the end of that process at a defined place, and that is absolutely valid. It's also not likely to be followed by very many people.
Right. It's very rarefied.
It becomes more so, and certainly as people who follow those classical music pathways, it's really, really hard to get
through that process.
And proper. And people
6 hours of practice a day, and lots and lots of really hard work to achieve a sort of very high technical standard.
And that's a lot of your life. And the question I always have to ask myself with any of these activities is, how much of my life do I want to give to this? Because as soon as I start tipping more into this, that gets less over there. And so that I'm much more neurodivergent and curious than that. But I'll go, okay, what about this? I'll go and do a bit of this. Oh, that's interesting over there. And then you're off over there doing, fixing a spinning wheel or weaving on pin looms or making the damn pin looms to begin with. That I do hop around a lot, and I know that that's just something that my head does. And so to sink myself into one pathway, this late in life especially, that's not what life's about for me. But I totally get that those pathways for other people are valid.
But very, what's the word? Exclusive, right? As you say, for
can be
very narrow.
Can be.
Yeah.
And that's hard on people. It's really hard on people. It's especially hard on the people who want to make it but don't.
Right. Yeah. And I guess if you put the thousands and thousands of hours of discipline and all of the rest into it, there's a sort of implicit payoff that you hope it will provide an income, right? That it will be financially rewarding enough and that you can actually, so there's a lot of pressure on the outcome rather than I'm going to have a go and see what happens,
Well, that's, and it's that experimental piece where you think, well, is this something that I could do if I sat down and tried to do it, and tried to do it with the resources that I've got around me,
right,
and sort of where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
And that's interesting to me. What can be produced with very little. Yeah,
definitely. There's a word here, I think, is it? I don't know. It's probably not quite the right word. Dilettante, but there is a notion that of sort of having a go at many things to a satisfactory enough standard, but not the full professional, not the full accredited, not the dabbling maybe is a word, which is almost sounds deprecating, but it's not. It's a glorious thing to dabble, right?
I think dabbling's